Hey guys, how's it going? It's grocery haul time once again. We are into June very solidly. I think this will actually be our second haul this month. And last week, we kept everything less than half of our weekly budget of $300. This week we are under budget again, but just how much? You'll have to stick around to the end to find out. And I think we're getting into a better groove of things, but stick around. I'll explain all that at the end. Let me show you everything we got. All right, here it is. Now guys, once again, still my husband Sean is doing the grocery shopping for the most part, and it's just the way things work right now. So starting back here at the back, now I am gonna say I did have to run into Target for something today. I actually picked up a couple cards to have for Father's Day. And so I grabbed the cereal. Before I left, our 15-year-old and our 5-year-old were kind of conspiring together, and they both have an absolute love of Puppy Chow. So we got that, and everybody's been enjoying the chocolate checks for cereal, just to eat it in the mornings. Sean was finally able to grab the chicken patties that several of the kids like. We like to have those on hand for quick and easy meals when we need those. What is turning into our weekly dose of 3 bags of dill pickle chips. They were on sale. 2 for $7, I think it was. And so I grabbed a bag of the BLT chips as well because those are good. And yeah, and guys, like I said last week, the reason for so many bags, there are 9 of us, and like this is how much there is for chips. So when we're having it as an add-on to a meal or something, it just doesn't go very far. Now we've got Ruffles because, guys, here's a spoiler for this week's meal plan. We do have nachos on the meal plan this week. The honey butter biscuit roll-ups. Never seen or heard of these before. Sean actually called me while he was looking at them and asked to make sure I was going to be okay with him getting them. It is not something I can eat whatsoever, but he knows I love breakfast foods and things. So he wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to have any personal issues, basically, if he brought those home to try for himself. He admitted he was also getting hungry while he was shopping. 2 blocks of Colby Jack cheese. I just wrote block cheese on the list. Technically, I think I meant for him to get a block of sharp cheddar, but that was my fault. I still have a bad habit of writing what I'm thinking and not what I actually need for him. So it's a balance. Really quick. So basil, if you've been watching my grocery hauls and meal plans, you know that I've had basil on the list for a while. Have not been able to get it. He still could not get it today, but he did find this. And it says it's the equivalent to 3 bunches. I have never made pesto with freeze-dried basil. No idea how that's going to turn out, but we're going to find out. So I'll have to report on that later and see if it was any good. Bag of coffee. Normally I've been ordering my coffee through Target, but since I was there today anyhow, I just went ahead and I grabbed a bag of this. I'm really missing my mocha from Javalia, but they just don't have it anymore. So I'm dealing with what I can get. While I was at Target, these little Just the Cheese. I like the like cheese crisps or cheese wisps or whatever they're called. But these were like individual. I could throw it in my purse and have it on the go kind of things. So that was kind of nice. A couple different flavors. They had another one that was grilled cheese as well. I actually ate that one earlier, so you don't get to see it. Sorry. 2 things of the Jimmy Dean sausage. That's for another meal on the meal plan this week. We've got our 2-pack of chickens. We do still have the other chickens in the freezer. I have not gotten the email again yet as to when the next truck is coming in from the private source. So I told them to go ahead and get these. So it's actually 11.5 pounds. So those are huge. When I do know when the truck is coming in and I get a better feel for just how often they're running right now, then we can kind of go with that, but we'll see. Another box of Go-Gurts. Guys, those are really awesome to throw in the freezer and eat as like a popsicle alternative. Way healthier than frozen flavored sugar water. And you throw them in the freezer and they keep a lot longer too. The Kind bars, that's something that Sean really likes to have in his van. It's nice and easy to have on the go. They're semi-filling. And since he started watching Calorie Intake too, he said that, it's something he can easily work into his day and still make it work. A box of the Bush's beans. That's just something we like to have to add to certain meals. And we do have some company coming again, so we wanted to have more on hand, which at that rate, we're actually completely out. So probably in another week or two, we'll be buying even more. 2 things of strawberries, because he said that they were looking really good. We've got a thing of the red grapes. The black grapes that he had previously bought, they were 50-50 with the kids. Some of the kids really like them. Our anti-blueberry kids decided that they were too close in color and they chose not to eat them. Honey mangoes, he said that these were looking pretty good. These are actually super ripe, so we will be having these with meals for the next 2 days. Half and half, that's to go with the basil pesto, the Fairlife milk, 2 things of almond milk. We do have a case of Dr. Pepper back there. That's something he likes to have on hand for the occasional adult beverage at night. He actually likes it with vanilla Crown, but I don't know, not my cup of tea. Then he went ahead and he ran to Family Fare, which is the store that carries my live kombuchas in stock. Got 3 of the orange, 4 of the root beer, and there it is. So this is this week's haul. Let me flip this and I'll tell you about our totals. Okay guys, so between his totals and then my total from Target, we came in at $280 today. So while it's not a lot, it's $20 under budget, and that is still under budget, and I'll take it. Every win is a win. With that $20, we actually have plans to go pick up pizzas. Our 7-year-old has made a special request to have those one of these nights. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and I gotta work that into the meal plan because I didn't have that on there. So that's how that's gonna work. I am also going to apologize if the camera has been really shaky. My tripod that I hold is actually broken, and I've been limping it along, but today it's deciding that it is pretty much done. So I'm just gonna apologize for that. And there it is. That's what we're feeding our family with for this week. That paired with everything that we have in our 2 deep freezes and in our dry storage, pantries, all of that stuff. We've got stuff set aside. I piece everything together between the 2 so that we can try and keep our budget down and go from there. If you hang out for tomorrow's video, you'll see our meal plan and what exactly we plan on eating this week with these foods, as well as any recipes that I may have already shared that we'll be using. You'll get to see all of that. In the meantime, I hope that you're having a blessed day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything else coming up next. I'll see you in the next one.